Good afternoon, everyone, or good evening. Welcome to our evening press briefing. We're going to hear in just a moment from Elections Director Richard Barron. He has a very tight time frame, so we're not going to have a lot of time for questions, but he's going to give us a quick update, address some of the things we've heard this afternoon, and then any questions we have that he's not able to answer, we will try to take those offline and get them as quickly as we can for you. With that, Mr. Barron, you can go ahead and we'll get started. Thank you, everyone.
Good, everyone. Good evening. So we had a successful election day, which couldn't have happened without the support of many at Fulton County, from the top county manager on down through all of the departments that helped us throughout this whole process. And my staff, who've put in weeks and months of work without any days off. I think today's success can be attributed much to early voting and how successful our early voting program is, and also as successful as our absentee by mail program was. And today at the polls was much like it was in 2016. It was slow and steady, very few lines except early in the morning. We had a few equipment issues, which are expected, especially when you have a voting system such as ours, in which you have 4 different components of technologies that are connected. We had a pipe burst in the room at State Farm this morning where the ballots are scanned. That delayed us until 9:30. We're still going to report somewhere over 86,000 ballots tonight. And then they're going to keep processing out there at State Farm until at least 10:30, and then we'll get back to it again in the morning. We had 255 polling locations open today. All of them opened on time, although there were 2 court orders, one to keep Ponce Library open until 7:20, and the other one to keep Bethune Elementary open until 7:40. And the main reason the Bethune Elementary stayed open until 7:40 is that we couldn't get the affidavit from the poll manager to put any evidence up against the claims that were made by 3 observers. And with that, I can take a couple of questions, and then I've got to get out to the warehouse. So I'll take a couple of quick questions.
All right, I have 2 questions in the Q&A. You've already addressed the pipe burst at State Farm Arena and how much longer. Just tell us quickly any effect, and I'll just say to move through the questions. There were no ballots affected, damaged, and no equipment that was damaged. But just speak generally to how this will affect results.
It will have 0 effect on results, what happened at State Farm today. I mean, we've scanned probably several thousand fewer than we would have had we been able to start on time, but we'll get the rest of it done in the coming days.
And just to clarify, Mr. Barron, is it true that you are able to begin processing ballots, but what happens on election day with regard to absentee ballots?
Well, we're able to receive absentee by mail ballots until 7 o'clock today, and that includes the drop boxes as well. All of those will be processed. We'll have to process those. We have to give them credit for voting, then run them through the signature verification process. So we will have probably another couple busy days of scanning ballots before we're completed with the absentee by mail scanning. And we will be releasing early voting results shortly. Those machines are being closed out right now, and then we will begin to get election day results in and we'll release those results several times during the night. Those go to the check-in stations and then down to English Street where we tabulate them.
And just to reiterate for everyone's clarity, today you are now going to have early voting results, which is the majority of results that you had for this election. You will have the 86,000 absentee ballot results, and you will have election day results. The remainder of absentee ballot results will be tabulated tomorrow and the next day. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, we certify our election results on the 13th.
It said something 9:30.
It was 9:30 a.m. because it's not even 9:30 p.m. So it couldn't have affected us until 9:30 p.m.
All right. I believe that the two kinds of questions we had were about absentee ballots and the pipe burst. So I believe that we have addressed those. Yes, we will begin posting our results. The results are available at the Fulton County website, which is fultoncountyga.gov. There is a link on the homepage. Mr. Barron, we'll let you go and get started. Regina Waller and I will be continuing to answer questions via email, so we will take those next. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.